Hey Candies, Coach Stevie here with this week's tips and motivation to help you reclaim your health, your life, and your waistline. And we are talking about things that derail you from your goals, specifically foods that derail you from your goals. So if you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe button. I would love to help you transform your life and make sure you get the weekly information when it comes right out, hot off the press. So foods that derail you. I am super excited when you all tell me you are starting to move more and exercise. And sometimes you're like, it's working. And then sometimes you're like, holy heck, like I am spinning my wheels here. And you guys know I tell you to go ahead and dig a little deeper and adjust your skills. And often that is taking a look at your nutrition. One big thing that I often talk about for my clients over 35 is, how the body inflammation, the imbalance of hormones can really derail you. And the biggest derailment is processed foods. Now, I talk about finding the balance. I talk about likability, sustainability. I want you to find something that is sustainable. But we also, want to be educated and really understand so we can make the best decision possible. I get super frustrated how many foods now are touted as being healthy and they're not giving you, the whole picture. So you really can't make the best educated choices. So I'm going to help you with that today. And I'm going to give you some great options as well so you can really grow and dig in deeper and get a lot closer to that finish line. You guys know I shared about 2 years ago, I had gotten a bag of quinoa. I hadn't food prepped that week. And I don't think that necessarily led to the super strong boundaries that I have around my meal planning and prepping now. It was definitely, motivation there. But I got in a bag of quinoa. I hadn't food prepped. So I was, grabbing some prepackaged stuff to, get my game together. And I was eating the quinoa and it was sweet. And I was like, something's not right here. That quinoa had close to 5 tablespoons of sugar in it. Like mind absolutely blown. It is so frustrating. And I know better. I've grown a lot more, since then. And you guys know the content that I've been delivering is on point. I've deepened my education because the manufacturers are getting smarter, so we have to get smarter. And I'm definitely going to help you get there. So I'm going over the 5 top processed foods that I feel you need to dig a little bit deeper, have a little further understanding to make better choices. So first being the cereals. And the healthy cereals, the one touted as healthy cereals, because you guys are like, all right, Steve, you said I needed to dig deeper. The colorful cereals that I was currently utilizing that were easy, obviously are not healthy. So I'm going to dig a little deeper, but you were staying in the same wheelhouse, right? And unfortunately, when it comes to cereal, I do not recommend you stay, in that realm. I understand, we're about substituting. We're about making it likable. That is the way it's going to be realistic and the way you're going to succeed in your transformation. However, cereal doesn't have that high octane fuel that you need. It's very empty calorically. Even the ones being touted as healthier, while are a step above, those super sugar-laden, colorful cereals, they are still not going to get you to your goals. So if you can get outside the box a little bit and try something like oats, and you could even have, brown rice and chicken for breakfast. Like there's no rule saying what you have to have for breakfast. But I find, you guys know I talk about those smoothie bowls. It's a great option because you make it 6 ahead of time, little cleanup. You make them overnight and you can go ahead and do your oats and your water. I do protein powder. I do the muscle candy, which gives it plenty of flavor and a little hint of sweetness, a little Greek yogurt. Did I say fruit? And then the chia seeds and a little liquid in there. And then I have this delicious, I do a little cocoa powder if I'm doing the vanilla muscle candy, this creamy, delicious, high octane fuel that's going to boost my mood, give me a lot of energy, and really help me get closer to that finish line. So again, trying to get out of the cereal mode. We are not cheap, fast, and easy, right? We want to really look for things that are going to give us that energy we need for the day and what we need to go ahead and start burning fat and kicking butt with our goals. So number 2 is healthy packaged snacks. There's even a popcorn out there that has fit in the name. However, it is a lot of salt and a lot of fat in it. And I have nothing against popcorn. You guys know I love making the air pop popcorn in the microwave and, seasoning it myself. But it's some of these snacks are designed, to make you think they're healthy. And so maybe you'll even let your guard down, but that mindless snacking can easily happen because, again, they are putting a lot of salt or a lot of fat where you're going to become addicted to them and buy more and more of their product. And your healthy prepackaged snacks are such a prime example of this. So again, you can throw an 1/8 cup of popcorn in that brown paper bag, throw it in the microwave on the popcorn setting, and then spray a little bit of, or mist a little bit of olive oil and have some fun with those seasoning. So super easy. This is something you could bring to work or, it's very, very portable, and can really work for you. And you could even make it ahead of time. A lot of ideas there. So the healthy energy bars, are another one. I'm super picky when I do have a protein bar. I love, making my own. You guys know I just recently put out that recipe, but overall, making my muscle candy shakes are a lot faster, than making the bars. And they, again, is the high octane fuel that my body is needing. And it really craves. I feel so much better. My body processes it really, really well and works with that. If you guys haven't gotten my 31 smoothie recipes, I'm going to go ahead and post that link below. Just a lot of fun ideas to broaden your horizons. These can work as breakfast. These can work as snacks. But again, it's such a better alternative. So many of those bars out there are super high fat, super low protein. Those that are super high protein are going to have a lot of fake sugar or a lot of sugar, exorbitant amount of fat. And a lot of times it's very difficult to digest these protein bars as well. And they'll make it look healthy. They're like, oh, it's evaporated cane juice. Girl, you're smarter than that. You've been hanging out with me long enough. And if you haven't, you definitely want to hang out with me. I will help you get there. Again, I get it. There are days that I, missed the mark. Maybe I misjudged and I ran out of, my protein powder, my yogurt, or my fruit. It does happen. So my recommendation is to then eat half the bar and be very, very picky about what bar you pick. All right, the next is these healthy breads. There's a bread recently that a lot of my clients were putting in their food journals. It's a killer bread, and let me tell you, I want to kill it. No, I'm not like that. But it is so laden with sugar. It's absolutely mind-blowing, absolutely mind-blowing. It's going to literally ruin your goals. And, I understand for those of you who are bread lovers, but don't think that you get a free pass because it is touted as healthy. So if you must have bread, obviously have it earlier. Try to look for it to be lower sugar, to have some whole grains in there, and then, make sure it's thinly sliced. I prefer it to be from the freezer. Really, really educate yourself. But again, the closer you commit to a healthier lifestyle, the more you dig in deeper, to finding completely out of the wheelhouse substitutions, the closer you're going to get to gold and your goals. So again, oatmeal would be a great option. You guys know I love slicing sweet potatoes and almost making like a sweet potato French toast. There is a lot of options. The protein, egg white crepes that we make, you have options here. Now they're coming out with cauliflower rounds, and some of them are actually pretty darn good. So again, I'd rather you make your own. It takes me no time at all to make my little sweet potato toast. I literally stick the sweet potato in the microwave on the baked potato setting. Yes, the microwave is not, ideal. However, it is a lot better